Would they tell you to abdicate your responsibilities under the Constitution, to undermine the interests of this institution? For what? Because you're afraid? Of what? I offer the simplest amendment you're going to see tonight. It's a simple up or down on whether or not we're a co-equal branch of government, whether or not the Appropriations Committee, that I'm new to, but many of you have been here for decades, actually has the power of the purse. Article 1 says, and I quote, "No money shall be drawn by the Treasury, but in consequence of appropriations made by law," end quote. That's the basic authority of this committee. I would argue it's the most fundamental power in the Congress. We all work pretty damn hard to get here and to get on this committee. We were elected to decide how taxpayer dollars are spent, not to write blank checks for the executive, or specifically for the Office of Management and Budget. I know the director of the OMB has a different view, but the Impoundment Control Act of 1974 is clear. We have the power of the purse. We have the ability to authorize the programs and to fund them. So I ask you all, protect this institution. Protect the role that the framers gave us. They gave Congress, they gave us the power of the purse. Full stop. And that's all this amendment says. No tricks. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's simply the Respect America's Constitution Amendment. I fear, my colleagues, that if we don't defend the power of the purse right now, in this moment, we may never get it back. I'm going to say that again. If we don't defend the power of the purse right now, right here, we may never get it back. Some of you might think this is funny or a joke. I don't. I care how these tax dollars are spent. We're responsible for $2 trillion a year. We damn well ought to live up to that responsibility. We're either co-equal or we're not. Colleagues, I ask you, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? Voting against this amendment is voting to undermine this institution that we were all duly elected to. We were elected to serve the interests of roughly 750,000 constituents all across this great country. It's the honor of a lifetime for me. And as I look around this room and I see all the portraits of all the great chairs of this committee over these past decades, what would they say right now to each of you? Would they tell you to abdicate your responsibilities under the Constitution, to undermine the interests of this institution? For what? Because you're afraid? Of what? You were elected. You were elected. Remember that. Vote yes on this amendment. We are the House of Representatives. You are the elected representatives of the people. I yield back.